welcome to my channel. My name is Christina and today I will be doing the reader problems tag. I forgot who this was created by, but it was created a long time ago and I didn't have a YouTube channel back then, but I do have one now, so I can finally do it. Anyway, let's just get into this video. First question is, you have 20,000 books on your TBR. How in the world do you decide what to read next? Honestly, whatever I'm in the mood for. I'm a mood reader, so yeah, I guess whatever I'm in the mood for. Question 2. You're halfway through a book and you're just not loving it. Do you quit or do you commit? I am a quitter. I will quit. I have started so many books and left them halfway because I just don't like them. So yeah, if I don't like it, I'll just put it down. So I'm a quitter. Question number 3. The end of the year is coming and you're so close but so far away on your Goodreads reading challenge. Do you try to catch up, and how? Yes, I try to catch up. I always try to accomplish my reading, my Goodreads reading challenge, and my challenge for this year was 35 books, 5 more books than last year, and it was like July and I had only read like 12 books, so I was really far behind. So what I did is I picked up a manga series that has like 8 books or 8 volumes. So yeah, I resort to that, but they're still books, so it counts, right? Number 4, the covers of a series you love do not match. How do you cope? I'm actually not really picky on like the covers of books. I mean, I'll buy a book if I really like the cover, but I'm not really picky on whether they match or not. What I am picky about is that they have to be in the same form. Like, I cannot have one hardcover and one paperback. Like, they will all have to be either hardcover or paperback or e-form. That's just me. Number 5, everyone and their mother loves a book you really don't like. Who do you bond with over shared feelings? The internet. Question number 6. You're reading a book and you're about to start crying in public. How do you deal? I don't read in public. I don't like reading in public for the same reason. I prefer to read on my bed in my room. But if I were to read in public, I'll just have to put the book down and take a breather because I don't like crying in public. Question number 7. A sequel of a book you loved just came out, but you've forgotten a lot from the prior novel. Will you reread the book, skip the sequel, try to find a synopsis on Goodreads, or cry in frustration? I will go on Goodreads and read a bunch of reviews and book talks, and I'll try to refresh my mind with that. Question number 8. You do not want anyone borrowing your books. How do you politely tell them no when they ask? I actually don't mind my books. I don't mind my friends borrowing my books, but I do mind my family borrowing my books. I don't know why, but if I had to say no, I'll probably just try to like give them like a bad review on the book and be like, oh, you won't like this book, it's not good for you, or you won't like it and stuff like that, because I can't just say no. Question number 9. You've picked up and put down 5 books last month. How do you get over your reading slump? I get the worst reading slumps. Like, I will go 2 months or more without reading a book. And what I do is I just stop reading. I just take a break, and then hopefully like I'll get in the mood to read again, or I'll reread my favorite book, and hopefully that will get me in the reading mood. And the book that I reread the most, or my favorite book that always gets me into like a reading mood, is A Beautiful Disaster by Jamie McGuire. I don't know why, but I love that book. I've reread it like 1,000 times. Question number 10. There are so many new books coming out that you're dying to read. How many do you actually buy? However many my budget will allow me to buy. If I guess if I had to pick a number, I'll probably buy like 5 or 6. Number 11. After you bought some books you can't wait to get to, how long do they sit on your bookshelf before you get to them? If I buy the book from if I physically go to a bookstore to buy a book, I usually end up not reading those. Like, they will sit on my bookshelf for like 3 to 4 months before I actually get to those, if I ever get to those. But if I buy a book from like online, then I'll read those as soon as I get them on the mail. Does anyone have that problem, or is it just me? Like, if I go to a bookstore, I just don't read those books. But if I buy them online, if I buy the same book online, then I'll be more like willing to read that book, if that makes any sense. Alright, well, it looks like those are all the questions for this tag. Thank you to anyone who's watching, and I tag anyone who didn't get a chance to do this tag because they didn't have a YouTube channel when it was released. So yeah, thanks again to anyone who's watching. Bye!